Hello and welcome to this video review section, and I'm so happy to have you around. And in this video section, I'm going to be showing you guys around the OrangeDrive software. I'm so excited about this software because I believe that it helps us to solve a big storage problem. Okay, just like Google Drive does. OrangeDrive is very much similar to Google Drive, but I'm going to show you the difference right now in just a few seconds. Okay, so as you can see right now, I am in the login section of the OrangeDrive software. All right, so when you intend to log into your account, you can see the address there. It says orangedriveapp.com/login. Okay, this is the login link to your OrangeDrive account. So before you can get to do this, you must have created your account already. Okay, before you can now log into your account through this login platform. All right, so let's get into the account right away and let's see what we have in OrangeDrive. All right. So I'm going to put in my email address and my password and click on continue. Okay, so I'm going to save. Sorry, I'm going to close that. All right, so when you log into your OrangeDrive account, this is what you get to see at first. Okay, so this is the UI of the OrangeDrive software. Okay, it's nothing complicated. It's very easy to understand. Okay, so I'm going to walk you guys through everything you can see here so that you get familiar with it and we can get up and running right away. Okay, so I'm going to close this particular section right here by clicking on the X sign right here so that we can have a full view of the dashboard. All right, so right here you can see we have the logo at the top left corner. You can click on the logo to land on your dashboard here. Whenever you are in any of the sections or any of the folders, you can click here to arrive on the dashboard. You already know what that does on other websites. Okay, so we have the search bar right there that you can use to find other a folder that you want to access. You can use it to find a folder, an image, a text document, video, audio, PDF file, whatever you have in your OrangeDrive software. You can search for it here and find it easily. Okay, so basically, before we move ahead, OrangeDrive is like a platform that allows you to save your documents, your files, your uh, your folders, whatever you want to save in the cloud. OrangeDrive gives you the platform to do that. Okay, and it gives you a total of 50 gigabytes. Okay, this is just what you get as a member of OrangeDrive. You get 50 gigabytes. I'm going to tell you something right now. So if you go to Google Drive, you can see that Google Drive gives you 15, just 15 gigabytes. OrangeDrive offers you over 100% of that. Okay, Google Drive gives you 15 gigabytes only, and you get a chance to buy more storage space if you want to do that. I'm going to show you the cost of getting an additional storage space on Google Drive, so you can see that OrangeDrive is offering you something that is really good on a platter of gold. All right, so let's see what that. Okay, you can see we have 15 gigabytes, which is free, and to get 100 gigabytes you need to pay, it says 290 naira per month, which is apparently $1. Okay, I had to look up what $1 is in naira, and you can see we have 380 naira 50 kobo to be equivalent to $1, which is almost 390 naira. Okay, so let's say you get to pay $1 per month to have 100 gigabyte space on Google Drive. Okay, so if we divide that by 2, we'll be having 50 gigabytes, and that means you'll be paying 50 cents every month to get access to 50 gigabytes on Google. All right, so that is what OrangeDrive offers you for free. Like, not for free, actually, for a one-time price. Okay, so you get 50 gigabytes for very minimum one-time price. All right, to save whatever you want to save, your files, your folders, whatever, you can bring it on. OrangeDrive has the capacity to keep that safe for you so that you can access it anywhere you are in the world. Okay, so this will be stored in the cloud, and with your password and your username, you can access it from anywhere in the world, from any device that has access to the internet. All right, so this is the potential of OrangeDrive. All right, so we're going to move ahead to looking at what the folders here has to offer. So you can see that right now we are on the all files folder, and this gives you a view of all the files that you have on your OrangeDrive account. All right, so you can see I have just one file here, and this is just a new account. All right, so you can choose to upload the file by clicking on this particular three dots right here. You can choose to upload a folder. You can choose to create a new folder. All right. You can choose to upload files. You can choose to upload a whole folder. All right. It's all up to you. If you don't want to upload your content through this place, you can also click on this particular place and choose whichever one you want to upload, whether a file or a folder, or you want to create a new folder. All right. You can also do that through this place. But if you click on this particular upload button right here, you only can upload a file, not a folder. Okay, when you click on this particular option right here, you only get to upload a file and not a folder. All right, when you click on this one, you get to create a file. All right, you get to create a folder in which you can now put in your files. All right, so when you click on this, you are greeted with an option to create a new folder. You enter your folder name and you click on create. Let's say I call this orange. I call this folder orange and I click on create, and you can see we have a new folder right there. And now you can double click on this particular folder to upload your files into it. All right, so that is, I believe that is easy to understand. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how you can upload your file real quick. So let's say I want to upload my file to OrangeDrive. You just get to click on these dots right here. You click on, I want to upload a folder instead. All right, you click on upload folder. Okay, so you have this particular pop-up that shows you your local disk in which you can now upload your folder. You can choose a folder to upload from. All right, so I'm going to look for any folder here that, all right, I'm going to click on this and click on upload. Yeah, upload. And as you can see, this gives you the rundown of the processes. All right, you can see this is ticked good. That means these files are uploaded. All right, so you can choose to minimize this particular bar, or you can maximize, or you can close it. All right, so you can see the folder just uploaded here, gig speaks. All right, so you can double click it to see the folders that are inside, the files that are inside it. All right, so these are images. All right, so this is how you can upload a folder. And you can also choose to upload the files individually. I'm going to show you how to do that. You click on upload files, and I'm going to choose files from that folder I uploaded. Double click and choose a particular file, and then you click on open, and as you can see, it's uploaded. Okay, you can see that the difference between these two is that this is a file and this is a folder. Okay, you can also upload softwares if you want to, softwares that are files. All right, not just images. You can upload pictures, you can upload softwares, you can upload whatever. France, it's a digital item that you want to store on your cloud. You can choose to upload it to this place, and I'm going to tell you why it's important to upload stuff on the cloud. Okay, so this helps you to keep your document safe. That's number one. It gives you the ability to access it anywhere in the world. That's number two. Okay, so having this amount of space gives you the ability to upload whatever file you want to upload as much as you want to. All right, so 50 gigabytes is a very large. You can see I've been using 15 gigabytes from Google for a very long time, and I have lots and lots of files in here, and you can imagine how much files I can now save up when I have 50 gigabytes to use. That's a lot. All right, so let's go ahead. You can also access the shared files. So let's say a friend of yours or a colleague shares a document with you. You can access the shared with me files here by clicking on this place. When you click on it, you see the files that are shared with you. No files have been shared with me yet, so that's why this section is empty. You can also access the recent files by clicking on the recent button right here. When you click on recent, you can see these are the files, and these are the folders, and these are the documents that I accessed recently. Okay, so this helps you to easily access the folders and the files that you opened lately, or you viewed lately, or whatsoever. Okay, so you can also access your starred document or a starred file. I'm going to show you how you can start a particular document or folder so that you can access it from here. Okay, let's say you have an important document that you uploaded to your OrangeDrive account. You can access it by clicking on the starred folder right here to see the files right here. Okay, you can also access the trash folders whatsoever. Let's say files that you deleted recently that you thought you will not have any use for, but you later needed them. You can also access them from here, and you can restore them back to your storage, back to your main folder. Okay, so when you click on it, you come here and you can see this particular option right here. You click on it to restore. All right, you can see it has restored, and you can see the trash is now empty. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my all files and show you guys some other things. All right, so this is the file I just restored. You can see right here it is now restored and in my main folder. Okay guys, so when you click on any of these folders, I'm going to show you that right now. You right click on it. When you right click on it, you have a number of options that you can carry out on this particular folder. You can choose to add other people to have access to this folder as well. When you click on the manage people option, you can enter a particular email address to give that email address access to this particular folder. All right, you enter an email address, and I'm going to enter an email address right away. I want to show you guys the practical aspect of this, so I don't want to say it and not do it. Okay, let's do the practical aspect of this. Okay, you can choose to give this particular person a certain amount of access to this particular folder. Okay, you can choose to give the person access to edit this folder, to delete and to copy the items to their own drive. That's number one. You can choose to give them access to just view and download the item. You can choose to give them access to only view the item. Okay, so you can do that by clicking on this particular option right here to choose the particular privilege you want to give to this particular person. All right, so when you choose the option you want to choose, you can choose to can download, you can choose to can edit, you can choose to can view. All right, so it's all up to you. I'm going to choose the can edit option, and don't forget that you can also enter multiple email addresses here, not just one. Okay, when you enter this one, you can enter another one and give them both access to this particular folder. So when you're done, you click on share. All right, so this particular person receives, sorry, okay, so before you can share this any folder here, the email you're sharing this with has to be a member on OrangeDrive. All right, so I just got to notice that right now. Has to be a member on OrangeDrive. So when the person has access to OrangeDrive, the person has an OrangeDrive account, you can now share this particular file with that person, and the person will now have access to view this particular folder. All right, so I'm going to close this right now and right click again, and you can see that we have access to get a shareable link for this folder in particular. Okay, let's say you don't want to just give the person access to be able to edit or download this folder. You can just share with them a link to the particular folder so that they can do whatever they want to do with it. All right, so when you click on the get shareable link option, you can now choose the link expiration date. All right, you can choose to add an expiration date to the link so that when it gets to this particular date at this particular time, the link expires. All right, you can choose to select a password for this particular folder so that before the person can access this folder, he or she needs to enter a particular password. All right, you can choose to give user the access to modify this particular item, and when the person modifies this item, it's the effect is shown both on your own part and on the person's part. I hope you understand what I just mean. When the person adds a new file to this particular folder that you want to give them the link to, you get to see that file. The person gets to see the file. Remember, this folder is saved in the cloud and not in your private system memory. All right, so whatever changes, whatever modification is done to the folder affects it everywhere. All right, so that is it. When you check this box, you allow the person to do so, and you can also allow this user to download this item by checking this box or unchecking it. All right, so it's all up to you, after which you can now click on the close button right here. All right, so I'm going to right click again and show you. You can also choose to add a star to this. Okay, so when you add a star to this, you can access it from the starred options right here on your dashboard. Okay, you add a star to it, you click on add a star to it, and when you come to the start section, you can see that we have it right here. Okay, so let's see what else we have there. You can choose to move this folder to a particular place. It's all up to you. All right, you click on the move to option to move it to a particular place. You can choose to rename this folder. You can choose to make a copy, and you can choose to download this folder. And you can choose to delete it. Okay. When you make a copy, you duplicate it. You're duplicating the folder when you choose to make a copy. Okay. You can choose to download it, and it gets stored in your local system memory. Okay. When you click on the make a copy option, you can see that it creates a new copy of this particular folder. All right, so when you choose to download as well, you can see that you get to save this folder to your, you can see it's downloading right there. All right, so that is it. And okay, also you can also choose to, when you want to delete multiple folders or multiple files, you can select them by, when you click on one of the folders, you hold Control to select other folders or other files. Okay, and when you select other files and other folders, you can choose to delete all of them here. All right, and you can choose to manage the people that can view these folders. All right, you can choose to add someone, give a particular user access to view all these folders, or you can choose to preview them. All right, you can choose to preview the files there by clicking on the eye icon right here, the icon that's like an eye. All right, you can choose to also click on this particular section right here to change the view pattern of this particular section. Let's say I click on it, you can see that you have it in a listed format. All right, you can click on it again to have it this way. Whichever way suits you better, it's all up to you. Okay, so right here on this particular place, you can see we have a bell icon that shows you whenever you have a notification. All right, you can choose to click on the last icon right there to access your account, to change this particular display to the dark mode if you want to, or you can choose to log out. Okay, I'm going to click on the dark mode option right there to see what we have. Okay, you can see that if this is what you want, if you like the view, you can choose to use it this way. It's all up to you. All right, so I'm going to go to the account settings option and show you guys what we can do right there in the account settings. Okay, so you can choose to change your name, your account name, your first name, your last name. You can choose to also change your, upload your image, your profile picture. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to upload an image. Okay, I'm going to look for a nice image to upload. Give me a second. I'm trying to find a nice image to upload. I'm going to double click on this one, and I'm going to choose one of these. I'm going to choose one of these. Okay, let me see. I go with this. All right, so I click on open. All right, so sorry, it has a maximum size you can upload. I'm going to look for another image that probably has less size. Maximum size 1.5. Okay, all these images are large. Okay, if you have an image that is less than 1.5 gigabytes, 1.5 megabytes, you can upload it easily. Okay, this one is, I think it's less than that. Okay, as you can see, it has uploaded. This is less than 1.5 megabytes. Okay, so you can choose to remove this image as well when you click on this particular button right here. All right, so when you do this, you click on save changes to update this change that you just made to your account. All right, you can see it reflects there. That is my new profile picture. Okay, so you can choose to change your password as well. You enter the current password, you enter the new password, and you confirm the new password. Okay, you can do this when you feel like your password has been compromised and you want to secure your account. You can choose to change your password right here. You can choose to change your language. We have only English language present now. You can choose your country and your time zone. All right, so that is up to you. Another feature that we have here is that you can connect your social media accounts. You can choose to link your OrangeDrive account with your Google account. All right, so when you click on the enable button right there, you have this pop-up that shows up and gives you the ability to log into your Google account and link it to this place, link it to your OrangeDrive account. All right, you can also enable your Facebook account. When you click on the enable button right there, you get to, I'm going to show you where you get to enter your username your email address and your password and click on login to link your Facebook account to your OrangeDrive account. You can also do the same for your Twitter account. Okay, so it's really up to you. So when you click on the drop down section again at the top right hand corner of your account, you can choose to go back to your files option, or you can just click on this place to go back to your files option. I'm going to click on the my files option right there to get back to my dashboard. All right, so when you can see this section that we have here. All right, I think it's very, very cool, because when you click on the particular folder here, you get to see the folder details right here. Okay, you can see the type, which is folder. You can see the size of the folder. You can see the storage used, that means the size as well. All right, storage used. You can see the location where it is saved. You can see the owner's name. You can see the last updated time. You can see the created time. You can add a description to it so that you get to uh, know something that gives you a description of what is in the folder or about the folder, so that you can easily know about it and whatsoever. All right, so this is really cool. So any folder you select, any file you select, you get to see the file details right here. Okay, you get to see the file details right here, and this is really cool. So these are basically the main features that OrangeDrive offers you. And if you have any problem at all, don't forget to hit up support, and I'll be right there to take up your questions and help you get through any hassle you are encountering using the Orange Drive software. And I hope you make the most of this. And thank you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.